Hey everybody, Jericho TSK here. I just wanted to try a little something different sort of style of video this morning. I wanted to follow up on some of the things I've been seeing on Twitter about the most recent situation with Phil as relating to the other streamer. I'm still not going to use the individual's name. I know everybody knows who I'm talking about. I know my channel's tiny. I know nobody cares. I know none of this is that deep. That's it's. I feel like it would be hypocritical of me to use their name at this point. Let me establish a few things off the bat. I don't think Doody is an ill-intentioned person. I think he is a well-meaning person. And from what I've seen of his appearances on other shows, like on TBS, and that being said, that is, he seems like a reasonable guy. And he did a very good job of taking some pretty well-earned criticism, and I think a lot of things coming from that little interview with TBS. We learned more about Doody, and I think he did make some improvements based on the feedback he received from the TBS guys. But there hasn't been as much follow through as I would want, and especially now as we get into this situation with the other streamer. I just sort of I want Doody to think about these things, because as cringy as it is to think about or not, we are a community. The Detractorverse is a group. I mean, we spend all this time and energy. Like, there's so much creativity and there's so much positivity. I didn't even mean to, but literally positivity. Like, when you look at the things that the community has made, there's a lot of cool stuff here. But we are a community. And when you have people that are leaders of the community, or at the very least, some of the bigger fish, besides like Gundam, I guess, who just sometimes steps in and out. Doody, I know, is one of the larger creators in the Detractorverse. It makes us look bad, buddy, when you don't make these improvements and when you do things that you're criticized Philip for. An example of that would be clickbait titles. An example of that would be putting out 15 episodes in one day. Like, that's literally how DSP built his success, right? Was just massive quantity over quality. Is that what you want for you? And I know, I shouldn't say I know, from Doody's own words, from what I've heard, he's perfectly fine. He doesn't need the money, but that also doesn't mean he doesn't want the money, or that it was not fun making the money. I wouldn't mind making the money off of Phil's nonsense, but I think it's more important to remember that there are people being exploited by Philip, and to me, that's what we're really doing here. So when we make the things he says about his crazy detractors right, stuff like pulling this streamer into our stupid StoreText bullshit vortex nonsense, we look like insane people. And I mean, everyone now has seen the video she posted. I don't think it's cool to post one half of DMs, like that was a private communication. Nobody, that's always a tough situation. I don't think that's very fair. But, self-admitted to stirring this stuff up when she just minded her own business, dude. And I want Phil to get better. You've said that you want Phil to get better too. I want him to stop begging for money on the internet, and I want him to move on with his life. And when you make the detractors right, and when you make Philip right, when you make his insanity, just like I said in my other video, when you make him seem smart by comparison, then it's just fucking trash. We got to do better. Do better with typos on your videos and your descriptions. Just like I think you can be a lot better. I know you can be a lot better, and I hope you want to be a lot better. But that's it for me. I know I'm a tiny channel. I know this will be no one will hear this or see this, but I said I wanted to talk about it. This is directly related to, the tweets I'd been making about the most recent situation with Philip. So, Doody, I hope it's all, this is not a call out, nothing negative, all coming from a good place. Everybody else, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. And let me know how you feel about this sort of doing a little bit longer of the video. I think I'm still going to do mostly shorts for now, until we move. But, we might try some of this content. Thanks, everybody.